Hey, so my name is Jared. I'm a student ambassador here at ACU. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Physiotherapy on the Brisbane campus. So a little bit about me. I'm currently in my fourth year of my degree, which is the last year, so I'm on the home stretch. I actually graduated high school in 2016 from Centenary Heights in Toowoomba. So I actually moved from Toowoomba to Brisbane to study. And being in my last year, for next year, I'm hoping to be looking for a job, hopefully in a rotational graduate position in a hospital somewhere before eventually joining my dad in his practice. There are actually a few unis in Brisbane that offered physiotherapy when I was coming through, but for me, there are a few things that really stood out at ACU. ACU is a relatively newer campus, and physiotherapy as a degree even more so. This is really great for you because it means that all of your classes are a little bit smaller. So you're definitely not getting lost on campus and you're able to get to know the other people in your cohort pretty quickly. Again, being relatively new, all of the resources and facilities are the best and most up-to-date ones as well. So you know you're getting the best possible experience when it comes to your learning. You're going to be able to get to know your educators personally as well, and there is so much knowledge there for you to access. I also actually came through the Community Achievers program that ACU offers, which is a really amazing entry program that allowed me to apply to ACU with my community experience and gain entry to my degree on an adjusted ATAR. I actually also received my offer before year 12 finished. So before I even graduated high school, I knew I kind of had my foot in the door, so to speak. But yeah, if you want to find out more about that great program, feel free to head over to our website. There are a heap of exciting opportunities for you to take advantage of at ACU, one of those being overseas opportunities. So this last year of my degree is basically a full year of different placements in different areas of physiotherapy, but you actually have the opportunity to complete one of those placements overseas. I was really fortunate to be offered a placement in Vanuatu for 5 weeks. So that would basically have entailed me going over there for 5 weeks and working as a physiotherapy student in different hospitals, clinics, and homes in the community. It's a really great opportunity not only to further your degree, but hey, you're also getting to travel as part of your studies as well. As I said at the start, I'm a student ambassador at ACU, which is just one of the many student jobs that are offered on campus and available for you to apply for. The physiotherapy cohort actually has its own society as well, which is made up of everyone studying physiotherapy on your campus. So they run different events throughout the year, some specifically to do with your degree, and some that are just for fun. So we have our physio ball that runs every year. Basically, a really fun night where you get to dress up, go out for food and drinks with pretty much all of the physio students on your campus. Throughout your degree, you'll get to meet a heap of different people. Try and make as many connections as you can too, because you'd be surprised at just how far these relationships will take you throughout your degree and beyond that. Your first year at uni can definitely be a bit daunting. I know for me, I was super nervous starting out. Definitely nowhere near as prepared as what I wanted to be, but that's okay. So these are just a few ways that could maybe help you nail your first year. So the first of that being is to build a really good routine early on that works for you. So this will include obviously all of your classes, but also maybe your part-time job and time for catching up with family and friends. You'll probably find that you tend to stray away from your routine at times. I know I do for sure. But just having some sort of structure for your week will really just help you not only stay on top of your study, but also ensure that you've got a good, healthy social life outside of uni as well. Um, Again, get to know your lecturers really well. All of my educators are either still working in the field or have decades of experience. They really just want to help you succeed. And so getting to know them well will not only help you, but also help them understand you and the best way for you to learn. At orientation and around campus as well, you're going to be meeting a heap of different people. Don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with someone. Chances are that that could be the start of a lifelong friendship. Um, and ACU has so many different clubs and societies. You're bound to find one that matches your interests. And again, find other people that have similar interests to you. And hey, if you don't find one, then there's nothing stopping you from creating your own club or society. There are a heap of scholarships on offer as well. There are often scholarships that never get granted simply because people don't apply. There's honestly no downside to applying, and you never know what you might receive if you do. Yeah, and lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. There are many different services and networks on offer at ACU to ensure that you're really supported during your time there on campus as well. This here is just a snapshot example of what a typical week could look like studying physiotherapy. So usually you'll have most of your lectures at the start of the week. So these are typically 1 to 2 hours long. You're in a large group with your lecturer delivering all the content that you're going to need for that week. The great thing about the lectures is that they are also recorded and put online. So if you happen to miss a lecture or simply want to revisit one from an earlier time, you're able to do so. You'll also have practical classes as well, which in a degree like physiotherapy are pretty important. So this is a smaller class with usually 15 to 20 people, and is basically where you will learn all of the practical skills that is needed for that particular subject. Finally, you'll have tutorials as well. These are classes which are even smaller again, so usually 10 to 15 people. And it's basically your opportunity to solidify your knowledge and understanding of what you learned that week. You do have a bit of flexibility with your timetable. So before each semester starts, you'll have an opportunity to log on and pick the class times that work for you. So you may be more of a morning person and schedule all of your classes in the morning before lunch, or maybe the other way around. It is a first in best dress kind of thing, so you got to get in there pretty quick to allocate yourself. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to head over to our Ask ACU website, where there'll be people who are more than happy to answer any questions you may have about study or just being a student on campus. Or feel free to get in touch with us through any of our social media accounts there as well. But that's it from me. Thanks for tuning in, and all the best to you guys.